I used to be the guy who made chickens famous in RuneScape. I know, no autographs right now, I'm just a normal guy like you. I play RuneScape, I make fun of Jagex, and I also make fun of players who have less time to play this game than me. You know, the usual stuff. RuneScape is pretty much what I eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner at this point, so knowing the ins and outs of this game just kinda comes with this whole YouTube thing we have going on here. And I know for a fact that the life of a RuneScape player does come and go, just like my father. So, you wanna start playing RuneScape again. Maybe you watch the Diamond series pop off, maybe you watch Kriibus talk about raids for 50 minutes. My point is, quitting old school RuneScape is really easy. I do it almost every day, but then comes the next one and for some odd reason, I still log in. So I kinda know what you're going through. And that's the first lesson here. There isn't a better game to log right back in because you start right where you left off. Take me for example. One time many years ago, I quit old school RuneScape for like a year or two to play League of Legends. Worst mistake of my life. Didn't even get diamonds. Probably the second most addictive game right after this one you see on your screen. And then Jagex announced this beautiful small new game mode called the Twisted League. And it pulled me right back in. And guess what? In about 1 month from this video upload, we will have another leagues. And not to put words into Jagex's mouth, but they literally told themselves that this will be the best leagues game mode we have ever created in the history of mankind since Saradomin was born. Amen. Okay, maybe the last part was overstated just a teeny tiny bit, but you get my point. Secondly, there's just so much to do in this game nowadays. For example, if I open this master casket right now, I will get 10 million gold just added to my inventory. Just like that. Oh, never mind. A few months ago I asked my viewers if they think old school RuneScape will still exist in 10 years from now, and almost 90% of my audience said yes. And a hot take, but I genuinely do think this poll shows the truth. Old school RuneScape is one of the few MMOs in the industry that is still growing to this day. We get more and more new players every single day. The game has a mobile version which makes it so much easier for you to AFK at work. The game has one of the best, if not the best, wiki sections out of any game I have ever seen. Just to put into perspective, the old school RuneScape wiki has almost 30,000 articles about different subjects on the game, and if that number means nothing to you, for comparison, the Minecraft wiki has only 9,000 articles. Yeah, it's not even close. I bet every single player goes through this at least once when they start playing. You will always, and I mean always, have at least one wiki article open while playing. Whether it's bosses, drop skills, money makers, items, locations, you name it. It's the best resource out there to get you right back in. And that brings me to my second point. All of these things I just mentioned are a good example on just how massive and large old school RuneScape is. First of all, I would love to say that you can have fun in RuneScape, but unfortunately r/2007 Scape said that fun isn't allowed in this game, and whatever they yell out is the only truth, so we'll leave that part out for now. But what you can have is grind. No, I don't mean the grind in strip clubs. We gain experience, not sexually transmitted diseases. It is estimated that it will take more than 100 years for the first player to complete old school RuneScape on average. Now, you can look at it from both perspectives, having infinite content to do or fall into existential crisis. I know the latter is for these guys over here, but you can have the first option. Like I mentioned, the game is so massive and huge that whatever your needs are for the best gaming experience, it's very likely old school RuneScape has it. You wanna kill other players? In-game of course, sorry, YouTube, I see you YouTube, don't do this to me. Well, you have that option. You wanna kill massive bosses and earn rewards just so you can flex those rewards on your friends? Yes, we have that. You wanna gamble? Believe it or not, we have that as well. Become a farmer, become a leader of your own clan, become whatever is going on here right now in World 302 Grand Exchange. It's all available to you. Why I said earlier that leagues is my cup of tea is because there is something for everyone. For me, it's leagues. For you, it could be something different. A few months ago, I made a video on what Jagex has done in 2023, and the most surprising thing is we get updates like no other game. Most games get maybe 1 or 2 big updates per year. Old school RuneScape gets them almost every month. If you look at the last year or so, we got a new raid that to this day has been attempted over 40 million times. How insane is that number? We got speedrunning worlds, we got like 5 new quests, and one of them was the biggest quest release we've ever had in this game. We got like dozen new bosses with new weapons, armor, new locations. The wilderness got so much needed love with reworks and bounty hunter. RuneScape mobile got updated, we got new skilling expansions on woodcutting, we got tons of quality of life updates. I mean, we just voted loaded on our very first skill, which is guaranteed to come into game. We just finished with one game mode where over 70,000 players signed up. And like I mentioned, we're gonna have the biggest game mode make a comeback in just 1 month called Leagues 4. And all of this was in the last 1 year of updates. Usually it would take like 3 or 4 years for any other company to pump out this much content. Oh, by the way, if you want to follow me for Leagues content, since I mentioned this multiple times in this video, I will be focusing solely on that for the next 2 months. I've already told my family I'm going offline to play a game inside a game, which confused them even more, and I'm gonna be doing only 4 things in the next 2 months: making Leagues content, eating, touching my PP, and sleeping. So, if you want to stick around for at least one of those, make sure to subscribe. Okay, let's continue. Oh, did I mention that in a few months we're also gonna have an entirely new content filled with guilds, PvM game modes, new skilling activities, and so much more? Yeah, the future of this game is looking bright, and the game is probably in its best state it has ever been. No longer is old school RuneScape about this nostalgia part you had as a kid. At this point, I think most people have gotten over that. It's just simply the best grindy MMO out there. There is general consensus that this is the best version of RuneScape we've ever had, which I don't think is that big of a hot take. I know, I don't want to put words into other people's mouth. Maybe you disagree with me. At the end of the day, I can only speak from my perspective, but genuinely, all jokes aside, I met thousands and thousands of awesome people throughout the last 2 years I've done YouTube. And all of it was only possible because of this game. It truly has changed my life for the better. And I do think there is something like this for everyone. Because I love my community more than anything in the world right now. And it has taught me to be a better person. I learned to love people finally. Which for me was a surprise to say the least, because I thought this can never happen. Okay. You know what? Touchy feely things aside, back to sarcastic jokes to deflect all life's problems and fill the void. Luckily, nobody has made it this far into the video, so I don't have to worry about that. And the best part is, Old School RuneScape is the only game still out there that follows the traditional subscription-based model. No game passes, no pay-to-win elements, you can pay $12 and that's it. Go crazy. Just you versus the game. There is nobody stopping you from being the best PvMer in the game. There's nobody stopping you from being the best smithing player in the game. Just make sure you use the toilets. Otherwise you're gonna end up ranked 2. And at the end you will always come back with net positive. I think the beauty of Old School RuneScape is how simple yet effective the game is. You can make it as complex or easy as you want, and there isn't that many games out there that lasted decades now and give you the same exact feeling. Oh, and I forgot the actual best part, which is that we may or may not have dogs in near future, as an update of course. So join us, because otherwise there's gonna be a puppy in RuneScape that doesn't have an owner. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want that guilt over my shoulders. So I'll see you all at Falador World 302, because Jagex somehow messed up again. And if you enjoyed my content, consider subscribing for future videos as well. I love you all very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. Bye.